So I get the question a lot, how does Omnipresence work? Now, of course, we help people implement this in our different programs into their actual business, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a background, high level of how Omnipresence works, just really quickly. So the idea behind Omnipresence is that there's a large group of people. So let's say your market is 200,000 people. We want to go out with the relevancy funnel and find the people that you are most relevant to for the slow lane, or people that are process oriented, looking for the process, looking for the methodology to be able to solve their pain or problem. So we're already looking for people that know their pain and problem, they know the symptoms, they're now looking for a methodology. So let's say you go out and you generate, say, 2,000 leads. So the job now is to be able to become the big fish in the small pond for just this 2,000 people. Most Omnipresence is based upon the entire pond, but the problem is that the budget you need to be able to capture an entire pond is just so big, and both of us don't have that type of budget. So if these 2,000 people, essentially what happens is we want to be retargeting them via email, YouTube, Facebook, Google Display Network with a variety of messages. Now we found 15 psychological triggers that allow for someone to come closer to us to a point of being able to be at a buying decision or being able to actually purchase. And we're going to go through all that today, but I want to give you enough so you understand how it sort of works. So the idea of it is first when they come in the door, let's say for the first 14 days. Well, what do we want to share with someone after they just came in the door after 14 days? Do we want to try to sell them right away? Of course not. Do we want to push things down their throat on testimonials? Of course not. Our idea is for them to buy into the process, for them to understand a little bit of your story, to understand that you are an authority, for them to want to consume your content because you give a lot of value. And of course, any PR or any, substance from a level of podcasts, or, maybe you're an entrepreneur or Inc. or whatever it may be. So I won't get into the frequency today or the specific timing or sequencing because it's a little bit more advanced. But in the first 14 days, whether it's email, YouTube, or Facebook, when it comes to your retargeting, what Omnipresence is being able to have the right messaging with these psychological triggers. So the psychological trigger of process, so they buy into the fact that you know what you're talking about. The psychological factor of value, so that they continue to open your emails and read your posts. Psychological of story, so that they actually connect to you on a relevant human being side. After 14 days, one of the things that we do is now make your product relevant. So now we'll actually introduce your product or solution. Do things such as show testimonials or other social proof such as case studies. Now, essentially this goes along and we do the first 180 days of someone's customer journey. So the whole idea here is that we have these segmented stacks, these content stacks, that are deployed in front of someone by the different mediums that we're actually on. So we want to be omnipresent and omni-channel. So not just on Facebook, but on YouTube, on the side of CNN, inside of their inbox, in their messenger box. But everything is based upon the actual psychological factors, the 15 psychological triggers that are based upon time, and then of course, based upon engagement. Because of course, if they go to the blog 9 times, they probably have a high intent. If they go to the actual page to work with you, they have a higher intent. If they're watching all your videos past the 50% mark, they have higher intent. So there's all these different pieces inside of Omnipresence that really we've been able to structure and we've been able to develop, which of course is the beauty of those in which that we actually work with, of being able to deploy this in a very, very simple fashion. Now, I'm gonna share with you some resources on Omnipresence. We've developed a little bit of a website, some resources for you to be able to get started with this if you wish, or of course you can come to us and we can help you implement it inside of your business in our different programs that we offer for businesses that are scaling past multiple 7 figures, that are selling high ticket or wanting to sell high ticket. But overall, this is the premise of how Omnipresence works. There's of course a lot of different pieces, but really what we're doing is hacking attention and getting inside of the subconscious brain so that we can get into the conscious brain that actually makes the decisions so that we can actually take complete strangers and turn them into customers. So hopefully this has been valuable for you on how Omnipresence works. It's not that complicated, but there's a lot of nuance when it comes to being able to ensure all the pieces work together. We'll talk soon. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.